Hi, hello everyone. This is Shivagami from SNS College of Engineering. As I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Information Technology, here my students are going to explain about the real-time example in the concept of looping. Let's see the concept. What is meant by looping? Looping is used to execute our set of problem, set of program or a set of process repeatedly execute until our condition is false. Okay, there are three types in our looping. The first one is while loop, do while and then for loop. My students are going to explain the looping types one by one. Let's see.
Hello everyone, welcome to our group case study video about looping in programming. We are a team of 5 and I am Dhanushri B, currently pursuing first year information technology at SNS and in this video we will walk you through the concept of looping in programs, why they are important and how they are used in real world programming. Looping is one of the most fundamental concepts in programming. They help us to learn repeat tasks efficiently, saving time and to reduce code complexity. In this case study, we will cover different types of loops like for loop, while loop and do while with practical examples and demonstration. By the end of this video, you will not only understand how to work loop, but also how to choose right loop for different scenarios.
Myself Rasita Banu from first year IT department. There are the three types of loops in Java and I explained for loop. For loop is one of the most commonly used control structure that allows you to execute a block of code repeatedly based on the given condition. Components of the for loop. Initialization is used to declare and set the value to the loop variable. Condition. The loops continues as long as the condition is true. If the condition becomes false, the loop stops. Update. Update is used to change the value of the loop variable. Initialization, condition and the updates are optional. If you leave the condition blank, it becomes an infinite loop.
Myself Shalini from IT department, SNS College of Engineering. I am going to explain while loop in Java. A while loop is a control flow statement in Java that allow code to be executed repeatedly based on a Boolean condition. How it works, the condition inside the while loop is checked first. If the condition is true, if the block of the code inside the loop runs, after each iterations the condition is checked again. This process will continue until the condition become false. Important notes: check condition first. The while loop check the condition before executing the code. If the condition is false at the beginning, the loop will not run once ever. Risk of infinite loops: if the condition become false, the loop will run forever.
Myself Haripriya from first year IT department. I am going to explain about do while loop. Do while loop is an exit control loop in Java. It executes the loop at least once and checks the condition. If the condition is true, it repeats the loop. If false, it exists. Advantage: warrants in one-time execution. Disadvantage: can lead a unwanted execution if condition is false. Conclusion: do while loop is an powerful control structure and when used appropriately.
Here we take a real-time case study is student performance tracker system. The objective of this case study is create a mini system that allows a teacher to enter the marks of the students, analyze the performance and display the results with the help of all the three loops. The loops are for, while and do while. The scenario of this case study is a teacher want to input the marks of students in a class, calculate the average mark, find the top performer and allow the multiple attempts to recheck or re-enter data if needed.
I am Haripriya from first year IT department. I am going to tell a program for loop.
Import Java util scanner. This lines import the scanner class from Java utility library. Scanner is used for taking input from the user like number or string. Without this, you can't use scanner is equal to new scanner. So next is public class simple student marks. This line declares a public class named simple student marks. In Java, every program must be inside a class. The class name should match the file name. Next, we are going to the main function. So this is the main method, the entry point of any Java application. Public can be accessed from anywhere. So static can run without creating an object. Void doesn't return anything. String arguments accepts command line argument. So next is scanner. This creates a scanner object named scanner to read user input from the keyboard. Character choice. This declares a character variable named choice. It stores the user's decisions, yes or no, on whether they want to repeat the process. Next, we are starting the do while loop. So this starts to do while loop. A do while loop always runs at least once because the condition is checked after the block runs. So int marks is equal to new int 3. This creates an integer array marks of size 3. It holds marks for 3 students. Example, mark 0, mark 1 and mark 2. Int total is equal to 0. This variable stores the sum of all marks entered to later calculate the average. For loop, int I is equal to 0 starts a for loop to repeat code 3 times. I is the loop counter starting at 0. So loop runs while I less than 3. Printing statements enters mark for students, asks the user to enter mark for each student. I plus 1 is used to show student 1 instead of student 0. Int mark is equal to scanner.nextInt takes the entered mark from the user and stored it in a local variable mark. While mark less than 0, mark greater than 100. This checks if the entered mark is less than 0 or greater than 100. If it is invalid, the loop runs again and again until a valid mark is entered. Print statement prints a warning and asks the user to re-enter the mark. Storing and adding marks. So this stores the valid mark into the array at position I. Add the mark to total for average calculation later. So after the looping, we are calculating the average. So converts total to a double and divide by 3 to get the average. So double is a type to cast. Make sure division is not integer division. So next we are printing the average mark. So it asks user to repeat the process. Ask if the user wants to repeat the process by do you want to enter marks again by yes or no. It takes the next input integer and gets it first character using character at 0. So while loop, the loop will repeat if the user enters y. It stops if the user enters anything else. So this prints a friendly message from the program ends, and the scanner.close relates the scanner resources good practices. So the output is first we are entering the mark for students 1 as 85. So the loop move on to the student 2 and we are entering 105, which is invalid because we can able to enter mark as 0 to 100. So again we are entering as 90. So next we are entering mark for student 3 as 78. So we are calculating the average and the loop asks do you want to repeat if we are entered as n, which means the loop ends. If we entered as y, again the loop move on to the student 1 and the loop continues.
Hope you understand this concept. Thank you.